Assalamu alaikum. Miss Fatima is speaking. Welcome to TEFL Course. Okay, what is TEFL? What is TEFL? Yes, TEFL is Teaching English as Foreign Language. Today, inshallah, we'll discuss the first chapter in this course, which is about learners. Okay, outlines that we'll discuss, in this lecture are reasons for learning, different contexts for learning, learner differences, the importance of student motivation, responsibility for learning, provide possible solutions. What are reasons for learning? Yes. Okay, English is the global language because all around the world, students of all ages are learning to speak English. But their reasons for wanting to study English can differ. Some students, of course, only learn English because it is on the curriculum at a primary or secondary level. But for others, studying the language reflects some kind of a choice. Also, many people learn English because they have moved into a target language. Moved into a target language community. And they need to be able to operate successfully within that community. So what is a target language community? A target language community is a place where English is the national language. For example, Britain, Canada, New Zealand, etc. Or where it is one of the main languages of culture and commerce. For example, Nigeria, Pakistan, India. Therefore, some students, need English for a specific purpose. Such students of English for specific purposes may need to learn legal language or the language for tourism, banking, or nursing. For example, here, business English. The teaching of business English, where students learn about how to operate in English in the business world. In addition, many students need English for academic purposes. In order to study at an English-speaking university or college, or because they need to access English language academic texts. So, many people learn English because they think it will be useful in some way for international communication and travel. Such students of general English often don't have a practical reason for going to English classes, but similarly wish to learn to speak, read, and write the language effectively for wherever and whenever this might be useful for them. Here, the purpose for learning affects what students want or need to learn and influences what they are taught. For example, about that, business English students will want to spend a lot of time concentrating on the language needed for specific business transactions and situations. So, students living in a target language community will need to use English to achieve their intermediate practical and social needs. Okay, here, another example. A group of nurses will want to study the kind of English that they are likely to have to use while they nurse. Okay, but students of general English, including those studying the language as part of their primary and secondary education, will not have such specific needs. Yes. Yes, different contexts for learning. In general, English is learned and taught in many different contexts and in many different class arrangements. Such differences will have a considerable effect on how and what it is we teach. Okay, here we have some examples, influence of schools, which are large classes versus one-to-one teaching. Okay, this means that some students prefer to have a private session with just them on their own and a teacher. Yes. Here, in large classes, yeah. Yes, according to the size of the class, this will affect how we teach, as a teachers, how we teach. So, pair work and group work are often used in a large classes, to give students more chances for interaction, than they would otherwise get with whole class teaching. In one-to-one teaching, the teacher is able to tailor the lesson to an individual's specific needs. Where with larger groups, compromises have to be reached between the group and the individuals within, it. So in large classes, the teacher will teach from the front more often than with the smaller groups. Yeah, The second example here, in school versus in company teaching. Yeah, the majority of language classes in the world take place in educational institutions such as the schools, colleges, and universities. In such situations, teachers have to be aware of school policy and conform to syllabus and curriculum decisions taken by whoever is responsible for the academic running of the school. So, there may be learning outcomes which students are expected to achieve, and students may be preparing for specific exams. Yes, here, about, in school, versus in company teaching. Yes, so a number of companies, offer language classes and expect teachers to go to the company office or factory to teach. Here, the classroom may not be quite as appropriate as those which are specifically designed for teaching and learning. And the teacher may need to negotiate the class content not only with the students, but also with whoever, is paying for the tuition. Yes. And the third example here, real versus virtual learning environment. Language learning has traditionally involved a teacher and a student, or students being in the same physical space, but the development of high-speed internet access has helped to bring about new virtual learning environments in which students can learn even when they when they are literally thousands of miles away from their teachers or other classmates. Here if I ask you about some of issues related to real and virtual learning environments, do you think they are the same or not? Yes. Here real and virtual learning environment are the same in some of the issues, not in everything, just in some of the issues. Yes. So virtual learning is significantly different from face-to-face classes for a number of reasons. Firstly, students can attend lessons when they want for the most part, rather than when lessons are timetabled. Yes. Also, here it no longer matters where the students are, since they can log on from any location in the world. But it's very necessary to pay attention to pay your attention that online learning may have these advantages, but some of the benefits of real learning environments are less easy to replicate electronically. This include the physical reality of having teachers and students around you when you are learning, so that you can see their expressions and get messages from their gestures, tone of voice, body language. Also, many learners will prefer the presence of real people to the sight of a screen, with or without pictures and video. Yes. Learner differences. Whatever students' reasons for learning, it is sometimes tempting to see all students as being more or less the same. Differences among students are not only in terms of their age and level, but also in terms of different individual abilities, knowledge, and preferences. Here, inshallah, we'll discuss some of these differences, such as age, learning styles, levels of knowledge, educational and cultural background. Here, yes. Three ages. Here we have 3 ages. For okay, learners or students. Yes, here, okay, we have children, adolescents, and adults. Yes, here, okay, as we know, that children don't just focus on what is being taught, but also learn all sorts of other things at the same time. They are taking information from whatever is going on around them. Okay. Okay. Also, we know that seeing, hearing, okay, and touching are just as important for understanding as the teacher's explanation. Okay. Here. Okay. Yes. So children usually respond well to active. Yes. Here we have some problems and some solutions, okay, related to these, okay, related to these problems. Okay, here, okay, we have, okay, the first problem is related to behavior issue and attention span. The second one is, okay, okay, related to self-esteem, identity issues, and, okay, the third problem is related to past experiences and strong views about teaching methods. Yes, here, okay. So, okay, children usually respond well to activities that focus on their lives and experiences. Yes, related to that. But a child's attention span, their willingness to stay rooted in one activity is often fairly short. Yes. Okay. Also here, okay, adolescents, okay, the greatest differences between adolescents and young children is that this, okay, is that, okay, uh, yes, here, okay, is that, okay, okay, older children have developed a greater capacity for abstract thought as they have grown up. Okay, here, okay, also adolescents, okay, is bound up with a search for identity and a need for self-esteem. Okay, this is, okay, the result of the student's position within their peer group rather than being the consequence, okay, of teacher approval. Yes. So, okay, to avoid, okay, or to solve these, okay, problems, okay, teachers should provide individual attention and provide feedback. Okay, also, teachers should select appropriate lessons and, okay, time span for that. Okay, here, okay, actually, students at different ages have different characteristics. Okay, so the way, okay, we teach, okay, our students will differ too. Okay, here, okay, learning styles. Yes, here, okay, we have three styles, okay, of learning, which are visual style, auditory style, and kinesthetic style. Here, okay, in general, okay, all students respond to various stimuli, okay, such as pictures, sounds, music, movement, etc. Okay, so if I ask you here, okay, about okay, types of learners, we have visual learners, okay, auditory learners, kinesthetic learners. Okay, the main difference between these types of learners, or types of learning styles, is that visual learner, visual learner remembers things better if he or she sees them, but auditory learners are responding very well to things they hear, and kinesthetic learners are seeming kinesthetic learners seem to learn best when they are involved in some kind of physical activity, such as moving around or rearranging things with their hands. Yes, this is about the learning styles. Yes. Okay, let's go to discuss about levels of knowledge. Yes, here we have 3 types, or the basic distinctions between the levels of knowledge are beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Yes. Here teachers of English generally make 3 basic distinctions to categorize the language knowledge of their students, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Here just if I ask you to distinguish between these terms, beginner are those beginners are those who don't know any English, and advanced students are those whose level of English is competent. Yes, allowing them to read unsimplified, factual, and fictional text and communicate fluently. Between these two extremes, which are beginner and advanced, we have an intermediate. An intermediate suggests a basic competence in speaking and writing, and an ability to comprehend fairly straightforward listening and reading. Yes. Yes. In recent years, the Council of Europe and the Association of Language Testers of Europe have been working to define language competency levels for learners of a number of different languages. The result of this is the Common European Framework, which is a document setting out in detail what students can do at various levels, and a series of Association Language Testers Europe levels ranging, ranging from A1, roughly equivalent to the elementary level, to C2, which is very advanced. Here, if I ask you, what do these levels, mean in practice for the students? Yes, if students are at level P1, for example, here, how can their abilities be described? Yes. Association Language Testers Europe has produced can-do statements, to try to make this clear. Okay, here, okay, yes, as you see here, okay, in this diagram, okay, A1, okay, is at the left and C2 is at the right. Association language testers Europe levels and can-do statements, okay, here are being used increasingly by course book writers and curriculum designers, not only in Europe, but across much of the language learning world. Here, okay, if I ask you just to give me examples about yeah, to give me examples about do statements, okay, can do statements. Here, okay, we have, as you see in this diagram, okay, here, okay, in the level A1, okay, here, okay, the can do statement is can complete basic forms and write notes, including times, dates, and places. Okay, in level, okay, A2, yes, students can complete forms and write short simple letters or postcards. Okay, in level, okay, P1, students can write letters or make notes on familiar, familiar or predictable matters. Yes, in level P2, students can make notes while someone is talking or write a letter including non-standard questions. And level C1, students can prepare professional correspondence, take reasonably accurate notes in meetings, or write an essay which shows an ability to communicate. And in level C2, students can write letters on any subject and full notes of meetings or seminars with good expression or accuracy. So don't forget that Association Language Testers Europe standards are just one way of measuring proficiency. Yes. Educational and cultural background. We have already discussed how students at different ages present different characteristics in the classroom. Another aspect of individual variation lies in the student's cultural and educational background. Yes. Okay, some children come from homes where education is highly valued and where parental help is readily available. Okay, in the same time, other children may come from less supportive backgrounds where no such backup is on offer. Yes. So, older students, especially adults, may come from a variety of backgrounds. Yes. And as a result, they have very different expectations of what, learning, and what, teaching involves. Yes. In addition, where students have different cultural backgrounds from the teacher or from their classmates, they may feel differently from their classmates about topics in the curriculum. Students may have different responses to classroom practices from the ones the teacher expected or the ones which the writers of the course book they are using had anticipated. Yes. In addition, Okay, some educational cultures find learning by rote, okay, such as memorizing, okay, facts and figures more attractive, okay, than learning by doing. Yes, learning by doing, okay, such as where students are involved in project work and experimentation in order to arrive at knowledge. So, okay, the best solutions for these problems are that teachers should be sensitive to different backgrounds. Okay, also teachers need to be able to explain what they are doing and why. Teachers need to use material, offer topics, and employ teaching techniques. Yes. Okay, which even when engaging and challenging will not offend anyone in the group. Yes, okay, here. Okay, in addition, where possible, we need to be able to offer different materials, and topics, and teaching techniques to suit the different individual expectations and tastes. Okay, here, student motivation. Here, what is the importance of student motivation? Yes. Okay, a variety of factors can create a desire to learn. So, some students have a practical reason for their study. Students want to learn an instrument so they can play in an orchestra. Learn English so they can watch American TV or understand manuals written in English. Yes. Okay, here, what are types of motivation? Yes, we have two types of motivation, which are extrinsic motivation and intrinsic motivation. Yes, what is the difference? Okay, what is the main difference between, extrinsic and intrinsic motivation? Yes. Okay, here, extrinsic motivation, extrinsic motivation comes from outside the classroom. Okay, it may be influenced by a number of external factors, such as the attitude of society, family, and peers to the subject. Yes, so so the extrinsic motivation is the motivation that students bring into the classroom from outside. Okay, on the other hand, intrinsic motivation is the kind of motivation that is generated inside classroom. Okay, this could be the teacher's methods. For example, here could be the teacher's methods, the activities that students take part in, or their perception of their success or failure. Yes. Okay, here we have some possible problems that may face students. Students may become bored. Also students may lose their motivation. So here, if I ask you, what is the main aims? What is the main aim of teachers? Just to keep and to sustain their students' motivation. Yes. Okay. Yes. Here, okay, one of the teachers' main aims, okay, should be to help, okay, their students to sustain their motivations, okay. So teachers can do, okay, a number of ways, such as, okay, activities, okay, that teachers, okay, can ask students to take part in. Well, if, students in if teachers, sorry, involve their students or excite their curiosity, okay, and provoke their participation, if teachers help their students to stay interested in the subject, okay, also, if teachers, so teachers, okay, need to select an appropriate level of challenges, just, so that things are neither too difficult nor too easy. Teachers need to display appropriate teacher qualities so that students can have confidence in their abilities and professionalism. Yes. Another way of helping students to sustain, their motivation is to give them as far as is feasible. Yes, just to create a support system. Yes. This means that students should take some responsibility for themselves, and that students should be the doors in class. In addition, if students feel they have some influence over what is happening rather than always being told exactly what to do, yes, they are often more motivated to take part in the lesson. But however, we need to. Yes, we need to foster and sustain student motivation. So, we can only in the end encourage by word and deed. Offering our support and guidance for our students. Real motivation comes from within each individual, from the students themselves. Yes. Here, let's talk about responsibility for learning. Yes. If we, give our students agency, is seen as a key component in sustaining motivation. Then such agency is not just, about giving students more decision-making power. Also it is about encouraging them to take more responsibility for their own learning. Also we need to tell our students that if they aren't prepared to take some of the strain, their learning is likely to be less successful than if they themselves become active learners. Instead of passive. Yes, here, So, I think this message may be difficult for some students, from certain educational backgrounds and cultures who have been led to believe that, it is the teacher's, job to provide learning, in such cases, teachers will not be successful, if they merely try to impose a pattern of learner autonomy. Yes, learner autonomy. Okay, instead of imposing autonomy, yes, okay, instead of that, we need to gradually, yes, we need to gradually extend students' role in learning versus imposing. Yes. Okay, for example, at first, okay, we will expect, okay, our students to make their own dialogues after they have listened to a model on an audio track. Such a strand practice, okay, getting students to try out new language. Okay, this is one small way of encouraging students' involvement in learning. So we might go on to try to get individual students to investigate a grammar issue or solve a reading puzzle on their own, instead of having things explained to them by the teacher. In addition, we might get our students to look for the meanings of words and how they are used in their dictionaries, instead of telling them what the words mean. As students, okay, get used to working things out for themselves and doing work at home, okay, so students can gradually start to become more autonomous. Okay. Here, okay, so if I ask you, what is the best way, okay, to encourage our students' autonomy? Yes. Again, what is the best way to encourage our students' autonomy? Yes, of course, getting students to do various kinds of homework, okay, such as written exercises, compositions, or further study is one of the best ways to encourage our students' autonomy. So, what is important is that teachers should choose the right kind of task for the students. Okay. Therefore, as apart from homework, teachers will help students to become autonomous if they encourage them to use, monolingual, learners dictionaries. Yes. Okay. And then help them to understand how and when to use them. Okay, when to use these dictionaries. Yes. Okay, also teachers will help their students to be responsible, for their learning if they show them where either in books, in self-access centers or online. So, they can continue studying outside the classroom. Okay, for example, teachers can point, for their students, in the direction of suitable websites if they have computer access. Okay. Of course, many schools don't have self-access centers, and even where they do, many students don't make full use of them. Okay, this is because not all students, as we have said, are equally capable of being or wanting to be autonomous learners. Okay, So we should do our best to encourage our students to have agency without forcing it upon them. What do you understand from this quotation? Real motivation comes from within each individual, from the students themselves. What do you understand from this quotation? Yes. This means that all learners have their own expectations with learning, and the best we can do is to offer support and be sensitive with our students differences, and at the same time encourage autonomy. Answer this question and send it for me. What is the difference between intrinsic and extrinsic motivation? Don't forget to give examples about that. Thank you, with my best wishes and regards for you.